Good day, our listeners and viewers at home. You are welcome to the first episode of our mathematics class on Daniel Missionary Online Radio. I am Ajagbule Lanre. I'll be our tutor for today, and what we'll be treating is on mathematics today is fraction. And what is fraction? You can say that fraction is a portion or part of a whole. Fraction is a portion or part of a whole. What does that mean? Let's assume this is, now with the diagram on the board, this is a whole. Now if you have to divide this, if you have to break this down, now that will give us a portion of this. Let's say divided this into two now, into two equal parts. Now we've gotten a portion of this whole. That is one out of these two, and this another one out of these two. It can also be broken down further. Depending on how many parts you want to break that whole into. Now, we have different types of fraction. And what are the types of fraction we have? We have the proper fraction, we have the improper fraction, we have the mixed fraction, we have the equivalent fraction, and we have the decimal fraction. Once again, the types of fraction are the proper fraction, the improper fraction, the mixed fraction, the equivalent fraction, and the decimal fraction. Time may not permit us to treat all these types of fraction today, but at least we are going to touch like 2 or 3 of them, starting with the proper fraction. Now, what type of fraction is the proper fraction? This is a type of fraction whereby the numerator is always smaller than the denominator. What is numerator and what is denominator? Now, if you look back to the example I've given us here, when we are breaking down our whole, we have a number on another number. The number up is called the numerator, while the one down is the denominator. Now, talking about proper fraction now, we say it is a type of fraction whereby the numerator is always smaller than the denominator. Now, the proper fraction is always regards to as the normal types of fraction because it's the one that replicates breaking down of a whole is the whole fraction that replicates breaking down of a whole. That's why we used to refer to it as the normal form of fraction. Okay. Examples of proper fraction includes you can have 2 over 3, 1 over 4, 3 over 5, 7 over 10. As long as we have our numerator to be smaller than our denominator, we should know we are having a fraction called a proper fraction. Now let's look at improper fraction. Now, what is improper fraction? This is a type of fraction whereby the numerator is always bigger than the denominator. That is, the number up in the fraction is bigger than the number below. Okay. Examples include we can have 5 over 3, Now, examples of improper fraction include 3 over 2, 5 over 2, 7 over 4, 6 over 5, and so on and so forth. Now, if you look at the proper fraction and the improper fraction, we can see that the difference between them is that here in the proper fraction, our numerators are smaller, and here in the improper fraction, our numerators are bigger. Now, let's talk about mixed fraction, where we'll be stopping for today. Talking about mixed fraction, why do we call it mixed fraction? This is a type of fraction whereby it has the combination of whole number and proper fraction. Mixed fraction is the one that has the combination of whole number and proper fraction. Examples are now these are examples of mixed fraction. We have 1 whole number 1 over 3, 4 whole number 2 over 5, 7 whole number 3 over 4, 8 whole number 1 over 9. Now here, the 1 beside the fraction is an whole number that stands on its own. It's not a fraction, but it is being combined with a proper fraction, which is 1 over 3. That is 1 and 1/3. Now, we also have other types of other examples too, like 4 whole number 2 over 5 and the likes. So, we have to continue from here in our subsequent episode, and I believe we've really had a nice time together. Once again, this is Ajagbule Lanre from Daniel Missionary Online Radio. Do have a wonderful day.